Okay, and then I gotta read the little doodad. I think, yes, we'll say we're starting the meeting and then I'm gonna read the script. Okay, let's do, it's not called attendance, that feels so weird, but a roll call, I guess. So when I say our name, just say out loud if you are here. So, Justin,
Here.
Michael,
Here.
Ava,
President.
and Sarah.
Can you?
Were you asking a question, Sarah? And Emma, I'm here, and we're missing Tony and Chantal, who's our staff rep.
We can't hear you, Sarah.
Wrong with your reception, Sarah.
Sarah, your connection is unstable.
Okay, please note that this meeting is being recorded and that all attendees are participating via video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you and to take care not to screen share your computer. Oh wait, this isn't even. Okay, sorry guys, I haven't read this before. Okay. Good afternoon. This open meeting of the Nantucket Cultural Council is being conducted remotely pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will feature public comment if anyone is on. For this meeting, Nantucket Cultural Council is convening by video conference via Zoom app, as posted on the town's website, identifying how the public may join. I think that's all I have to read.
Sarah, hat and pearls, is that what you've been hiding all these weeks? when we
Yeah,
can't
no, this
see you?
is an old coral necklace. How are you?
Good,
Good. It's good to see you.
you too.
Okay, I think that's all I have to read. So, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. Did everyone have a chance to look at the April minutes?
Just
And
brief.
any comments on those?
Move approval.
I have a question. Sorry, not about the minutes, but. Oh, there's 5 of us. We have a quorum, right?
Yeah. I think we just need 4. Okay, any second on approving the minutes?
It wasn't there, so I don't feel like I can.
Me neither.
Ava, we need you.
I approve the minutes.
Thank you. Okay, anyone opposed to the approval of the April minutes? Okay, excellent. So the reception is on still for June 1st, which is in just 2 weeks. Chantal emailed me today and said she already heard back from 15 people that they're coming. So that's good that we're getting some replies. I think she did an event, right, where you can RSVP. And we have music, we have food, we have wine. So I think we're all set with that. I think we just have to show up and look nice and be ready to talk about what the Cultural Council does. Does anyone have any questions or updates on that?
Yeah, I guess I need to get the final invite from Chantal because I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Okay, so
saw what
But
came
Didn't
in.
it go out? Didn't something go out? I thought I saw something.
did
Yeah,
you get it?
I think so. Let me,
I got an email too.
I thought
mean,
she sent
yeah,
an email
hopefully-
saying, oh, sorry. I thought she said she was gonna send it, but I never saw what it looked like.
Well, does anyone have it?
I mean, Justin and Michael, you should have got it as people that have applied for the grant before.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
and
All right, maybe that
That's-
was what I
I think
saw.
that's why we got it. It's just said, please join us. I'll just forward it to everybody. as
Yeah, that
well?
would be great.
I'm looking at the same thing, Justin.
Okay. I'm taking minutes today, Michael, so I'm, I'm frazzled. I would imagine Tony got it, so I'm gonna send it to Emma, Sarah, and Ava.
Thank you.
It says find the official invitation attached.
Let me know if the attachment comes through, because
Okay.
not, I'll just email that. But it looks like it did.
So are you playing the guy in Boeing Boeing? I see you have a mustache going there.
I did Miss Saigon and had to change costumes to bow, and that was it. I'm done. I don't want to be on stage anymore. I'm just sporting a stash. I think it's because I was out on the road with Andrew and everybody in Moulin Rouge, they all have mustaches. So I was joined it's peer pressure.
Okay, yeah, I got the attachment and has the invitation and also the link had it.
Want to send that to me? Because I'm gonna make a press blast with our press release once we decide on it. That will have the invite for the press and then the press release, hoping for some coverage.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin forwarded it to you.
Thank you, Justin.
Do we
Wait.
have, does anybody know, like Jason or Josh at the paper personally to extend an invite?
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invite all the writers.
Right, but I mean, if anybody has a personal connection to folks that might be leveraged,
I mean, you can follow up, but I work with all of them.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else on the reception?
Since I haven't been at the last two meetings, are Michael and I still tap dancing, or is Mike, did you all figure out hosts? I mean, I'm happy either way, and my feelings are, I have no ego in it. I just want to know, like, if Michael and I need to like chat offline just a little bit about what we might want to say or something like that, if that's the case.
I
Not
think,
totally
I
fine.
think
also.
we decided that the less sort of presentational stuff, the better.
Great.
And just give folks a chance to hobnob and stuff. So, somebody at some point should probably say something. But I think we're not doing like a presentational.
Right. Well, maybe that's like
thing on the
Chantal, right?
stage,
Is
Yeah,
just Chantal probably the person that says, because since it's more her inviting, anyway, sure, great. I just wanted to know if there was anything.
I think you're off the hook.
Great.
oh, I'd have sent you a rehearsal call if anything was going.
I'll check in with Chantal too, just about like if she wants us to come early and help with setup or anything, and if she wants anyone to speak in particular. Okay.
Sarah, you're
So-
muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. What time is the reception?
Let me look at the invitation.
I think it's 5:30, right?
5:30.
Yeah, 5:30.
Okay. And it's on the 1st of June.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry to not have been at meetings. I was away.
Oh, no worries.
And we've had a couple of events at the theater, we're kind of getting the cobwebs out after the winter, and we had a comedy show on Saturday and a little political event the other night. So the space is working really well. So we're ready for
Excellent.
when the thing happens.
Good. Good
Great.
for you, Michael. That's wonderful.
Okay, well, I lost my agenda, hold on. But the kind of the timeline for just the grant cycle in general, I think that we definitely want to talk about the press release that Ava put together, and then I think this would be a great time for us to send out reminders for people to get their reimbursement paper in if they have completed their event, or just to keep it on their radar. So Ava, maybe you and I can work on that shortly.
I am going to blast this to Nantucket media, but then that's like all I can spare in terms of hours this week because I need to format this after doing the press release.
Okay.
Maybe another member of the council could support you.
Well, I just don't know if you want it to come from your email, since that's how we sent the original.
Oh, I know. No, it doesn't need to come from my email.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna blast all the writers and invite them.
I'm talking about the people that have already received the grant for this year.
Yeah.
Just to remind them to get their reimbursement paperwork in.
I can't do that in the next week or two, but we could do it like maybe next month.
Okay.
Up.
Is that something that Chantal can generate from just kind of general reminder? It sounds like it's pretty quick and
Yeah, I
easy.
mean, I'm happy to do it as well.
We also need to understand from Chantal what writers already got this invite. So let me.
Okay, so we're talking about two different things right now. So do you want to go
Right.
back to talking about the reception and the invites?
I thought you wanted to talk about the press release, and that's what I was responding to, but we can talk about whatever you'd like.
I was talking about reminding the people that received grants that they need to fill out their reimbursement paperwork and get it back to us. So
Yeah, that sounds like something, if we can get Chantal to pick that up, it sounds like something that's in her wheelhouse, so.
okay, yeah, I'm also happy to do that too. I just want to get it out sooner than later so we can start getting those in, because that's kind of a process.
Yeah, that's really helpful too for grantees.
Okay, so Ava, we can talk about the press release now. Did everyone have a chance to look it over?
I did not. I mean, I looked at the email from Ava, but I did not get a chance to read it. I'm having computer issues personally.
Okay.
I did. I looked it over, Ava. Like I said, I think it looks great.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are, Ava, you're really good at this, and you guys are good at what you do, and I'm happy for the council to turn this kind of thing over to you guys.
I just have a question regarding who got it, because Ava, you were asking like maybe what outlets got this invite. I'm just wondering, Emma, shouldn't you have? Have you received the grant? I'm just wondering if everybody got it that should have, because have you received funds?
Oh,
and should
the
you have
invite?
received- Yeah.
I don't think I put myself on the list just because I,
Okay. I was just thinking maybe we need to like double check the list
Yeah.
possibly, if just in general. So maybe that's just something.
I believe so. Chantal asked me to forward her the Excel doc that I had, or the
Okay,
Google
right.
Sheets that I had made. So I believe that's what she went off of.
And you said that to all of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
But we can also always, I can check in with her and see if That's correct, that's what she sent out.
And as far as we know, we don't know what the RSVP status is of anyone to this event, correct?
She said she had 15 yeses already.
But do we know who those are?
I don't, but Chantal probably does. I'm not sure. I think
Yeah.
it's Eventbrite, and I'm not sure what the back end of that looks like.
Okay, so what I'm gonna ask her, and let me know if anyone has any additions, is did this invite go to Nantucket Media? If so, who? I'm going to blast the press release with the invite to our Nantucket Media after it's approved in council meeting today. If anyone from the media has already RSVP'd, please let me know this week so I can tailor correspondence accordingly. Do we have any other questions for her?
That
I have
sounds great.
I'm sorry, I just have one question. I realize I haven't been at meetings. The press release, I thought we were gonna take until tomorrow to read through it.
If you would like to take until tomorrow to read through it, that's totally fine.
Okay, just because I'm a Luddite and I have computer issues and I'm having somebody help me in the morning with my computer and then I can,
Not gonna go out before tomorrow because I need to get information from Chantal about what I just suggested we ask her. So I'm assuming she's not gonna respond to me today. She'll probably respond to me tomorrow. So the earliest it would go out, if everyone else agrees, would be Thursday.
okay.
Okay.
So I welcome
Sarah,
it.
now you're clutching your pearls. I'm worried that you're gonna like do one of these, like, oh, my soul and body, and
Oh, no, not me, not me.
all right.
I think that sounds great, Ava. I know that on the guest list, I think I had, and you can check that Excel to see who it went to, but I did have a few people listed for media.
Wait, you have the guest list?
The Excel doc that I made with everyone who we wanted to invite, and I'm
But that-
pretty,
But Chantal added to that. So do you have her full guest list?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure who she sent the invites
Okay.
to.
Also gonna ask, can you share the full guest list so I can add to it Remedia? And
Yeah.
we don't double up on, don't bother anyone who has already RSVP'd.
And then just in terms of the body of the press
Yes,
release,
do it. Sorry, what, Emma?
in the body of the press release, so they actually, the state has not announced yet when the deadline is.
Yeah, I know that was tentative, but I think that
Okay.
we should say in the past it's been this, so that
Yeah.
people can expect it, even though the state hasn't announced it. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So like, let me pull it up. So we had said, so then why are we putting out a press release if it's not a formal date?
So we decided that we were gonna work on marketing in the spring, since we're not meeting in the summer and the deadline happens so fast in the beginning of the fall. So we don't necessarily need to send it out now. Typically in the past,
Press release with the invite to the event because we have the press's attention by inviting them to a
right,
physical.
and that
So-
was your idea, so that's why we are sending the press release out now.
Yeah. Why don't we just say announces it's grant cycle, it's grant funding cycle.
Yeah, and then just if you can have somewhere in there that the next cycle will open in the fall sometime.
The next grant cycle will,
For
When will-
applications, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, yeah, to use the word application, I agree with Justin. It's sort of important to understand if people aren't familiar with the grant process, they don't
Yeah.
necessarily know what a grant cycle is.
yeah, let's update that verbiage so it's more accessible. So what should we say, guys?
I think you're right to say grant cycle, and then, we're announcing the grants, like, we want to excite them, right? So like, this is gonna happen, and then applications will be available in early fall. I guess that's kind of it, right? I mean, I don't know how else to
Yeah,
And then
Keep your eyes peeled.
we're sending a follow-up in the fall, right, when applications are open, so.
But we
Maybe,
will open by saying we're announcing our grant funding cycle. We'll close by saying historically applications are available starting October 15th of each year.
Historically, mid-October.
You want to say
That way
mid-October?
Well, that way you're not, yeah, that way you're not. the whole
Because
December.
historically pigeonholes you into saying the 15th. If
Okay.
you say the 15th.
Historically, applications are available starting mid-October of each year and will be announced. When are they usually announced?
we have to have our voting meeting by, I think, the end of January or January 15th.
No, but like when do they announce the actual date that applications are available is what I'm saying in your experience.
Oh, I'm not sure.
That's something Chantal would have to answer, I
yeah,
believe.
and I think you can just say something along the lines of, keep your eyes out for a notice when they'll be
Yeah.
available, and then we'll send out a notice that they're available.
Check it every day and
I keep my eyes out every day, so.
refresh.
All right, so please check our website for updates.
That's a good idea.
I mean, let's talk about being crypto, guys. All right. The Mass Cultural website for updates.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does it go through the town culture and tourism as well?
I don't know. That's another question for Chantal. So
What do you mean?
Just meaning, would there be an announcement on the website itself?
Oh, I'm not sure. We could probably ask her to add it.
It just seems that would be a good thing to do, to tie it into her position with the town. And, as she is the liaison for us, but she's also, her title is, she's the director, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a meetings question? I mean, a minutes question. So this press release, just so I'm clear though, is still going out to Nantucket Press, once that's determined who it needs to go to, about the June 1st event, and also speaking to the grant cycle, the 2023 grant cycle that will
We're
happen.
at press
Am I-
coverage on what we're doing.
Right,
while we-
so I just want to make sure I kind of have that.
What?
Sorry, great, I got it. I just needed to say that, yes, I think I have this right, so I'm good, thank you.
For sure. And totally cool to, I'm totally cool to answer questions about it, but that was what I was thinking was, if there was, we want to bring some attention to the open call for applications. We want to bring some attention to the fact that we want more people on the council. We have this fun event that we're planning. I do have Tucker Finnerty confirmed to shoot some videography to make us like a fun, professional looking reel of it. Chantal had approved that budget. I just looped up with her to ask her how she wanted the invoice listed. Then we'll have like this fun snippet of this collaborative event. We can share it on our personal channels if we want, our organizations, whatever feels authentic to us. And then we'll ideally get some coverage from local publications and start more regular communication with them on these cycles. That's what I'm thinking.
Awesome.
It might not hurt in the press release too to have contact, and if like maybe we can ask Chantal. I'm getting to that. So like if we could ask Chantal if we could have her email address on there in case people have questions.
Well, the press release is going to media, so I'm comfortable fielding media inquiries and bumping them to Chantal if they want to talk to her. Plus all the media.
I meant like if people have a question about like how to apply for the grant.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you want me to ask her in this email that I'm gonna send from us?
Yeah. Thank
I'm
you.
not wondering, that's a nice idea.
I
If you,
think she's on a red carpet somewhere, having just been on the cover of N magazine.
that have, and I think it was also her son's birthday today. I was wondering if you would like to list that have questions about the grant cycle with your email.
Can I go back to the invite for the event for 1 second? Because I know that Constant Contact, for example, has an automated, they'll resend a reminder to anyone who hasn't opened the email after 2 or 3 days or something like that. Do we have that going on? Because sometimes people just, miss an email and, you pick them up on the second round.
That would be a question for Chantal. She sent them out, and I'm not sure the back end of Eventbrite, how that works.
Because we pick up some folks definitely on the second
Yeah,
reminder.
no, it's definitely a great idea. Okay, Ava, do you need any more info or anything else about the press release?
No, thank you. I'm gonna keep this draft open in case we have other email questions for Chantal before we wrap though.
Great.
Ava, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate everything that
Yeah,
you
thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I am trying to, be of service.
appreciate it.
Thank you for
So-
saying.
Okay, but on the topic of the reimbursements, you're gonna, is that gonna be in this email also, or is this email just about the event? Emma, you're gonna reach out to Chantal about whether or not she'll send that email.
Yeah, or I might just send it myself, but I'll talk to Chantal about that.
Okay,
Yeah, that's kind of more of a clinical administrative email, like, don't forget to fill out your paperwork.
Yeah.
yeah, I think if she can do it, it'd be nice to not have that on your plate, Emma.
Yeah,
Agree. It is her job.
okay. So, in terms of marketing for when the grant cycle does open, is that something we want to talk about now?
No,
No,
No?
I really feel like we're in good shape going
Okay.
forward with that, because Ava's all over all of this communication stuff. And when the time comes, I'm convinced it's going to happen fine. So
Okay, so just this press release now, we're comfortable with
Mhm.
that being,
I think I'd say if you or Chantal are going to be reaching out to our grant recipients with reminders, let's also put in a very clear request to be promoting the Cultural Council support of their projects via social media and newsletters and sharing that with us. Because that will be important in terms of our positioning within the community. And that's something that they can do easily.
okay,
good point.
And that's something they can be doing over the summer while we have a larger audience. So that would be like my request for them the next couple of months.
okay,
Thanks, Emma.
yeah.
Can you, sorry, Ava, can you say that again, kind of? Just,
Yeah, I know. Emma was thoughtfully suggesting that we have
Right.
these up emails about people to file so they can get reimbursed, which is of course a
Right.
nice courtesy of ours to remind them. And I said, if you are reaching out to the grant recipients, while you're doing that, let's put in a request for them to be promoting their Cultural Council funded projects on social media, website, and newsletter, because
Yep.
that will help with the recognition of the work that we're doing. It's also, if they can send us those clippings, those are things we can forward to Mass Cultural Council to perhaps get more money next year. That would be my call to action for our recipients and like people that want to be, affiliated or receiving money from us.
Here's a thought about that too,
Thanks.
because, when we have grants from, MCC and the federal government, and so that, and we put all those little logos on all of our stuff. Maybe if we send along the Nantucket Cultural Council logo and ask them to include that on their promotional materials for what they're doing, that could be helpful. I know when, Justin knows too, when we look at theaters, there's always like a bunch of, we got funding from these things and there's logos. So
Yeah,
it'd be
that's a great
really
I
idea.
think, like at the bottom of our website, we have, like the grantors,
right. And if we send a, like a PDF of our logo attached to this email saying, congratulations, don't forget to fill out your paperwork and don't forget to include the attached logo on your project.
Yeah, that's a great idea. When we send out the initial email, the Mass Cultural requires that people use their logo. But I think I just kind of forgot this year to put our logo on there as well.
Oh, I'm
We
so
should
sorry. I don't know
definitely-
why that just cut out again.
She added giant sunglasses.
Heavens. We should definitely include our logo. Ask them to include our logo because we have one,
Yeah,
and we're giving them the money, so we should be on there.
okay. And then I think Chantal brought this up at the last meeting or another meeting about a survey. So in August, we have to fill out council priorities, which is kind of like what we want to kind of give funding towards. So Chantal made a sample survey based on one from Worcester. Did you all get that link she sent?
I
I
did
did
not
not
see it.
Look at that, no.
Okay.
This is something
Um,
we could talk about when we have Chantal on, if it's not something we're doing until August, Emma.
So the deadline for it would be August, and we're not planning to meet in July or August.
So we have one
So
June.
that's what we talked about at the last meeting. I mean, we can also adjust that, but we kind of talked earlier in the year about not meeting in the summer because it's usually hard to get everyone together.
Got it. Thank you for explaining what we're talking about it.
So maybe we can try to make that a priority of our last meeting in June is to look at this survey. It's basically just asking like, where do you want to see funding go to? What kind of events do you want to see?
So it's a survey for us.
No, it's a survey that we would get out to the public. And
How
we
is
would
public.
so we could do another press release. We could definitely try to get it in the town manager newsletter. We could see if the town could get it
Well-
on their social media because they've been
Like
doing a lot of.
MailChimp survey, or what are we talking about here?
Have we made the survey yet?
Chantal made a sample one. It's basically copy and pasted from the one that Worcester had. It's a Google form.
think-
It doesn't,
Trying to get people to do that, it should be in our current press release because this is our annual announcement of our cycle. So I think that if people want to provide input, we should put it in there. So when do you think we can make it by?
well, the sample one is already made. We just need to discuss it. We need to all look at it and discuss it.
Okay, did you send it around? I apologize if I didn't see it.
Yeah, she sent it in the email with the agenda and the minutes and the, yeah. I
And
can't,
what ideally is this going to accomplish for us, we think, the survey?
so we have to report to the state what our council priorities are. So this is to gather information in order to have those priorities in place.
But we're gathering it from literally anyone who wants to comment, right?
Yes.
Well, that seems
I-
really odd to me. I mean, I mean, what if they're not a cultural, I mean, we clearly are a cultural council. I mean,
I could
not
see
that,
the council and recipients, but to just open it to the general public, like those aren't necessarily shareholders.
Well, those are people who enjoy the culture, and we are trying to fund projects for the public's enjoyment. It's how I see it.
If we have a June meeting, I would suggest that we put this on the agenda for June and ask Shanta to, you know, put something together for us to make a decision about.
Yes, so she has put something together, but I'm comfortable with us taking more time to look at it and talk about it more in June.
We're not gonna put out another release in June because no one's gonna want to hear from us about this.
Sure, so it doesn't have to be another press release. I
Okay.
know that the town of Nantucket has been putting out a lot of surveys. They just put out one about transportation. We are the town of Nantucket, so I'm sure we could work with them. We can do it on our individual social media, like you said.
Maybe
We can
they can,
definitely forward it to people, email it to people who have received grants in the past.
I think it would make more sense to embed this release, this format, which I'm looking at now, it's very simple, into the bottom of our release and just put in a line saying, if you have input, that like a line that we craft now, kindly fill out this survey because we're looking to serve your needs better.
Very elegant solution to the problem, definitely.
Thank you. So, if any member of the Nantucket community wishes to provide feedback on what guys, the cultural council cycle
I mean,
and scope.
isn't it just cultural cultural offerings? I mean, I don't, not looking at it, I don't know what the questions are, but I mean, is it about
Well,
what we
the
actually
question-
fund or just
Funding.
like,
It's
Well,
about
yeah,
funding,
we're gonna
right?
fund,
It's-
right? What do you want to
Well,
see
there's-
funded?
There's two things on here. There's a typo in it where it says Worcester instead of Nantucket in one place. So we need Shanta to edit that. And then the rest of it is basically like, would you like to come to things in person or virtually? And what types of projects you would like to see? And how would you like to be communicated with? And where on the island do you reside, like demographic data? And that's kind of it. So can you edit your form to say Nantucket throughout? It has Worcester, Worcester. You know you're from Massachusetts when you say Worcester. It has Worcester in one place. Your lovely form. So, okay, we should provide feedback on the types of projects you wish to see funded on Nantucket. Kindly fill out this brief survey. How does that feel, guys?
Great.
Want me to say it more? Okay. If any member of the Nantucket community wishes to provide feedback on the types of projects they wish to see funded on Nantucket, kindly fill out this brief survey. And then we have it on there, so there's like an opportunity for people to provide input. And I'm assuming that'll go straight to Chantal, which is a win, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I had a couple edits to the survey, but I'm happy to just talk to Chantal about those. It's kind of hard because she's not here now.
Okay, Emma has a few edits she'll bring to you directly.
I apologize. Will Chantal be at the next meeting, or will there be a meeting between the chairs and Chantal before the next meeting? How does that work?
I will probably reach out to her via email. our next meeting is not until the second Tuesday of June.
Right,
So
that's
it's
what I was,
in a weird kind of time where we're trying to get the press release out this week because it has to do with the event. But also there's other stuff we want to put on the press release that we
Yeah.
haven't really had time to talk about yet.
Yeah, and I think that, it could go out the end of the week or early next week at the latest, but I think that we want to find this week. So if you
Yeah,
have
definitely.
input to it, please provide it tomorrow when your computer is fixed. Yeah.
Sarah, did you get the link from Chantal to the survey?
okay, thank you. Ava.
Mhm.
I did. I have Martha from Computer Solutions coming to help me in the morning because I'm
Oh,
yeah.
so technologically stuck.
No, that's totally fine.
But I will look over it again. I thought,
And then if anyone else has anything they want to add or remove from the sample one, to let Chantal know.
Emma, what else do we have on our agenda for today?
We can talk more about the direct granting, although I don't have a lot of info on that, but we only have 15 minutes.
No, yeah, that's not gonna, no, not today. Anything else you think that we need to cover today?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's one thing in the minutes from last week or last meeting. Do we know who all expires in June of 2023 of this year? Of us, number wise, is
so-
that gonna be an issue?
Yeah, we're
I got an email from Erica at the town asking me if I wanted to re-up and fill out the forms and all that stuff. So I did that. So obviously something is going on.
yeah.
I'm not sure it's me only because I think I did it just last year, I think, but it could be. I mean,
Justin, Chantal and I are gonna reach out to you separately.
okay, because I think I've been on for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
so I would have received something from Erica if I were up this year, as far as everyone knows.
Sarah, you're all set. I think you filled a seat. Chantal did send me the info, and I can have her send it out to everyone too, so that everyone kind of knows what's coming up.
yeah,
Okay.
my recollection is that appointed committees and councils, the town kind of automatically sends out stuff
Yeah.
when you're up.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't anything that needed to be included or be thought about here, but.
Not while we're being recorded.
Let's adjourn, guys.
Thanks,
Okay.
Ava.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much for all of your work.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Emma.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See
We'll see you
in a
all
couple of
on
weeks.
June
Everybody.
Have a
1st.
glass of wine. Yeah, it'll be great.
Looking forward to it, guys.
Yeah, it'll be nice to be together in
we-
person.
So
We
just
could
so
always do an impromptu dance number in the lobby.
We probably should.
just so we're clear though, we all like the press release except Sarah, who's gonna look at it tomorrow. And then I've sent strategic questions to Chantal and CC'd all of you. So hopefully we can just get it figured out this week.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a
Everybody.
great-
Yes, and Ava, I apologize.
No problem,
Okay.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Have a
Okay.
good night, everyone.